remarkable inventions centuries ahead of their time. Would you believe that tanks, airplanes, submarines, helicopters, all originated from the ideas of someone who lived over 500 years ago? Leonardo da Vinci, humanity's once-in-a-millennium genius, is the father of all these remarkable achievements. It's known that each of his works and inventions contains far more extraordinary meaning than how people perceive them. So have you ever wondered if Da Vinci's abilities came from himself? Or where did they come from? Millions worldwide still believe we're not alone. Distant friends visited Earth and passed knowledge to us, contributing to human history. So who are they? Why did they come here? How do we imagine them? All will be answered in the Time Secrets series on the Primitive Universe channel. Welcome to episode 1. Leonardo da Vinci, extraterrestrial intelligence. On February 24, 2011, the Space Shuttle Discovery on its final journey. Connected with the International Space Station ISS. After years of service, its final mission was to carry the super robot Robonaut 2, the most advanced humanoid humanity had built at that time, into space. When observing Robonaut 2, you can see Leonardo da Vinci's intelligence. With all designs, structures, and ideas recorded by him over 500 years ago. Leonardo's works are like 3D blueprints. You just need to call it to build a humanoid robot, as the NASA engineering team did. To this day, Leonardo remains one of the most versatile geniuses ever known. He possessed superior creativity and applied it to create unimaginable wonders. It's been over 500 years since Leonardo da Vinci passed away. But the influence of his inventions at various levels still impacts science, technology, art, medicine, and many other fields. But truly, who is Leonardo? Was he simply a person with superhuman intelligence? Does his knowledge still hide secrets we don't know about? Leonardo di Piero da Vinci was born on April 15, 1452. In the outskirts of Florence, Italy. He lived during the peak of the Renaissance, a period marked by many great scientific and artistic achievements, along with an incredible, unbelievable expansion of human knowledge foundation. You might not know, Renaissance in French means rebirth, reviving the symbolic romantic values of the past. From ancient Greek and Roman times, the Renaissance appeared thousands of years after ancient Rome. It's considered an extremely dark period. Therefore, concrete actions were needed to bring back light. Through artistic and intellectual innovation. In Leonardo's time, the city of Florence was larger than London, and more populous than both Paris and Rome. All outstanding figures across the old continent gathered here. The Renaissance was also when the Roman Catholic Church had enormous influence on all aspects of society. Anyone who could read and write belonged to the guild system. And of course, this was also the main patron for all artists of that period. In the context where all activities were controlled by the guild, young artist Leonardo da Vinci painted one of his first works. It was a painting on a circular wooden panel depicting the monster Medusa. Leonardo painted Medusa so vividly that even his own father was frightened when he saw it. But why, when contemporary artists often depicted biblical images? Did Leonardo choose to paint a monster from Greek mythology? Had he seen it, or at least a similar creature? From a young age, Leonardo studied under Andrea del Verrocchio, one of the most famous painters of that time. The Annunciation, depicting the moment the angel announced to the Virgin Mary that she would bear God's Son. Research shows that initially Verrocchio painted the work traditionally with tempera, and Leonardo intervened to complete the work. He painted an angel in that painting, the Annunciation. To determine whether the angel was painted by Leonardo. After multiple scientific appraisal tests, they confirmed it was indeed his brushwork. But they also discovered some strange, hard-to-explain things. When X-rays were applied to the painting, the angel painted by Leonardo suddenly became invisible. Why did Verrocchio only use ordinary lead-based paint for the Virgin Mary, while Leonardo used many special pigments? The type of paint he used contained no lead. So when X-rayed, the angel's image disappeared completely. An apprentice completing his master's work with a different type of paint could not be a mere coincidence. Was he perhaps trying to create a code through the angel painting? And if so, what was that message? Many believe the answer might be found by studying the next phase. In this genius's life, nothing is known about his life from 1476 to 1478. There are no records of where he was or what he was doing during that time. This is unusual for a rising talented artist who was being watched by everyone. It's very possible that during those years, Leonardo was taught things ordinary people didn't. By extraterrestrial beings. Beings who took him aboard their spacecraft, showed him Earth from above, then helped him understand the universe, machines, inventions, and Earth in a completely new way. Did Leonardo truly receive guidance from extraterrestrial beings, as those who believe in the ancient astronaut theory argue? This question remains a mystery to this day. However, it's certain that from when Leonardo returned to Florence in 1478, his intellect had reached new heights. This manifested not only in creativity but in many other fields. From then on, Leonardo da Vinci mapped Italian cities with unbelievable accuracy, designed the first self-propelled vehicle and inventions centuries ahead of their time. Why, living in an era with many geniuses, did Leonardo still surpass his time? Are his famous artworks the key to the answer? The Vatican City, nestled within 500,000 square meters in the heart of legendary Rome. Here, from 1513 to 1516, Leonardo did something considered a crime punishable by death: human dissection. Leonardo came from Milan to the Vatican to paint, and thereby discovered the Vatican crypts were very deep and cold, allowing him to dissect corpses without worrying about decomposition. So, according to the view of that era, crimes were happening right under the feet of the Pope, the head of the Church. Leonardo da Vinci began dissecting corpses from scratch, at a time when no one dared to defy the Church's prohibition laws. He purchased dead bodies, even though the punishment for such an act could be the death penalty, as if some force compelled him to continue. During 36 months in the Vatican, dozens of autopsies were recorded for beauty, but to keep it secret, all documents were encrypted using mirror writing. Mirror writing is actually very simple. It's the technique of recording images reflected in a mirror. Writing this way ensured that overly curious individuals couldn't understand what Leonardo was writing. But what obsessed him so much with corpses? Was there some hidden secret he wanted to uncover? We will find the answer in Florence, Italy, in 1503. Here, Leonardo da Vinci began painting a work commissioned by a wealthy silk merchant as a gift for his wife. He himself couldn't have imagined that this would be the painting that obsessed him with every detail for the last 16 years of his life. The painting is the Mona Lisa. Certainly, everyone understands this is not an ordinary painting. The difference lies not in its $900 million value but in the special proportions within it. S smile is not the kind commonly seen in artworks, even by today. It seems to suggest that the woman in the painting knows something we don't. A smile with a hint of mockery for the ignorant. So, what concerns of Leonardo da Vinci are hidden in this Mona Lisa painting throughout his final years? And why did he spend so much time embedding his message here? Throughout his life, Leonardo frequently used mirror writing for his textual notes. Is it possible that he used it for his paintings as well? And if that's true, his messages might be discovered by reflecting the artworks in a mirror. At a university in Boston, computer graphics technology is used to search for mysterious codes in Leonardo's works. We know he was very interested in reflection, refraction, optics, human eye anatomy, and how to create reflections with conical mirrors. Therefore, it's entirely possible that Leonardo used these techniques to hide messages in the Mona Lisa painting. If we mirror the image and then combine the two images, we begin to see that this master painter deliberately concealed a mysterious image within the brushstrokes of his famous painting. What strange creature is appearing in the middle? It doesn't seem very friendly. Some argue that the strange creature is merely the product of a random, playful coincidence and nothing more. But if so, why do we find similar creatures through image reflection in many other works by Leonardo? When Leonardo da Vinci created the Mona Lisa, he clearly concealed the truth and hidden secrets about the existence of aliens in the painting for scientists to discover after 500 years. S. work. It is said that Leonardo da Vinci carried this painting with him in his final years. The Baptist in the painting is a handsome young man, also smiling, but what's even stranger is that the Baptist holds a staff in his left hand and points to the dark sky with his right. The smile on his face looks mysterious and gloomy, as if reminding people to look in the direction of his finger. The Baptist. There's no doubt that the presence of aliens here is even clearer than in the Mona Lisa painting. Are there hidden messages revealing the connection between the painter and creatures from another world? Why was the all-around genius obsessed with dissecting the human body? Was it simply for artistic purposes, or were there other reasons related to aliens? The answer might be hidden in the British Library, which houses Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Arundel collection. This is an extremely important document, comprising over 500 pages of drawings, invention models, arguments, and scientific principles of creation. However, surprisingly, among hundreds of pages, there is no information about himself. Among hundreds of Leonardo's documents, only a few anecdotes exist of the period he disappeared from 1476 to 1478. In one anecdote, Leonardo recounted his youthful adventure when he got lost in a large, mysterious cave that was extremely dark. He described being in the cave, feeling afraid of the darkness and what existed behind it. But besides that, he also wanted to find out what was inside the cave. So, exactly what did Leonardo find in this cave? It's not hard to see that this event made a very strong impression on his life. because it impressed him so much that he wrote on it. Even though it's rare to see Leonardo write autobiographically. Why would a person who is secretive about himself choose to write about this cave experience at the beginning of his diary? And why was that experience so important? Some people believe that Leonardo da Vinci's works prove he encountered extraterrestrial beings in that mysterious cave. For example, in this work, two strange heads with shapes different from normal humans. They have human faces, but their skulls are excessively elongated. In this work, both the face and shape of the creature are described as completely unlike humans. They have something somewhat frightening and haunting that makes people unable to forget. Leonardo da Vinci was very careful when describing what he saw. Therefore, we must ask, what did he see that made him describe such strange things? Are those bizarre heads products of imagination, or evidence of Da Vinci's encounter with extraterrestrial beings? According to historical records, during the Renaissance period, many puzzling events occurred in the skies over Asia and Europe. During the siege of Constantinople in 1453, soldiers reported a fire from the sky rushing toward them. In 1458, someone saw a giant disk resembling the moon flying over Japan. In 1492, during his historic journey, Columbus saw strange lights floating over the ocean. Before reaching the New World, Columbus's crew all recorded seeing unusual bright objects in the sky. No one could explain what they were, as if these unidentified flying objects were guiding Columbus's fleet to the New World. So perhaps extraterrestrial beings were present to ensure Columbus discovered this important land. Did Leonardo da Vinci recognize the presence of these unidentified flying objects across the planet at that time? The answer is yes, and convincing evidence will be revealed when studying more works by contemporary painters. They noticed that in Renaissance paintings, there were always unusual details in the background. There are paintings depicting strange objects in the sky, unexplained light trails, or stars with people sitting inside flying down. Why did painters choose this theme to express in their paintings? Did they want to convey some message? The crucifixion. It prominently shows a large circular object emitting rays of light shining downward. 4 beams of light from the sky shine down on Jesus being crucified by the crowd, symbolizing the divine power of God. The abnormality in this painting is not the heavenly origin of God, but that the crucifixion is imagined as a nighttime event. So what is hovering in the sky and emitting light? Is it just a divine symbol? Or is it an unidentified flying object emitting beams of light? It could also be an alien spacecraft. Renaissance Italian painter Domenico Ghirlandaio depicted the scene of the Virgin Mary looking down at 2 children. This painting is displayed at Palazzo Vecchio in Florence, Italy. We can see a strange object flying above Mary's head. This object is considered by some UFO hunters to be an alien spacecraft. The reason given is that the object serves no purpose in that context. Why would such strange dark marks appear in a painting of the Virgin Mary? That's just a mistake in the execution, Don. The praise of God. It depicts God and Jesus looking down at the human Garden of Eden. Everything would be completely normal if not for a spherical object with two rods that look like antennas attached to it. Something that didn't appear until 1957 with the name Sputnik spacecraft. Quite coincidentally, this spherical object with two antennas strangely resembles Sputnik. Some might argue that dark circular object is a symbolic representation of the universe. But if that object symbolizes the universe, why didn't the painter add stars or asteroids? All clues point us to the special connection between Renaissance painters in general, and Leonardo da Vinci in particular, with beings from other worlds. Whether or not they appear in artworks or intervene in human history, you probably already have the answer, and of course the others doesn't stop there. We will explore the other in the next episode of the series. For now, goodbye and see you again. Please subscribe to the Guia Amigo channel.